your ability to articulate a very clear and compelling vision for all your stakeholders, your investors, your employees, your business partners. I think you need that inspiring vision to really get everyone together aligned and move in one direction. The other quality I would say is probably the more underrated one is just being consistent and persistent with the values you stand for and the vision you stand for. So I think this is tested the most in a tough, challenging environment. Do you as a leader and as an org, do you stick with your values, and do you be persistent in your actions moving forward, marching forward in the face of all these difficulties? I think that is what you need in a leader and also in an org to really build a big business. The third I would say is just trusting people and empowering people, giving them an environment where they could own problems end to end and really become great leaders themselves. So your ability to create more leaders is probably the most important quality as a leader that you should have on your own. I think there have been quite a few number of great business leaders who have had an impact on me, and I think so. If you read any book like a Shoe Dog or how Amazon got built, how Elon Musk built SpaceX, Tesla, I think one thing that you get enlightened with is these are not flawless individuals who always knew the future and could just execute with confidence. All of them were very real humans. They had that healthy paranoia of what's going to happen in the future. They tried to build fallbacks when things didn't go right. I think that is very enlightening, very comforting to understand, and I think it also sort of alludes to the fact that every single story is different, every single business is unique, and you need to just think from your own point of view, from first principles, that what does your business need at that point and make that decision. So there's no one template to build a great business. I think that is a very, very enlightening thing that you understand if you read the great business leaders. So I think one of the philosophies that has worked really well for us as a company to enable creativity and innovation is when we are trying to solve a hard problem, what we want to do is we want to share the context of the problem, of why we are doing it, why is it important, with a wide set of stakeholders, and not be very prescriptive and not tell solutions up front. I think what that does is it gives that healthy room to the people to be innovative, to be creative. The other thing which we have done is, I think innovation comes when you have people from diverse backgrounds thinking hard about the same problem. So once you have shared the context, typically in our case in a pod, it's a cross-functional pod which would have people from product, engineering, marketing, machine learning, everywhere. And I think when you get people from such diverse backgrounds all aligned on the context of the problem and then brainstorm, that is when you get real innovation out. And that is what we have done in our company, and that has worked well for us.